And you're watching the finale of Singapore Tonight's Back to School series. Now, the new school year sees 13 primary and secondary schools moving from traditional canteens to a central kitchen model. While catered meals may address difficulties in finding stallholders, it has encountered teething issues in the first week of school. Parents are reporting technical glitches, like payment failures, that have left some students without meals. Now, the change to a central kitchen model also removes something familiar: children learning to budget and save their pocket money. This builds interpersonal relationships and communication skills with stallholders, as well as having autonomy of choice in the food they want to eat. It might also change the way children learn and understand the value of money, with catered meals being ordered online by parents, and with more than 320,000 students expected to be registered to use e-payment methods in schools. So are we losing these everyday lessons, or are they simply evolving? Joining me to share more are Debbie Yong, founder of Atypical Media and mother of two, as well as Dr Lillian Koh, who is founder and chair of Fintech Academy. Ladies, welcome to the show. Now, I want to start with Debbie, first of all. Do you think we are actually removing these daily micro lessons that our children could be learning about money by doing all of this, or has it changed forms?
Sure. First of all, thank you, Angela, for having me on the show. And despite all the buzz and backlash that these catered meal programs, have gotten in the last few days, I actually am, and I was and am really looking forward to it. So I have two kids. My son is 4 years old. He's still in preschool, and my daughter is 7. She's just started primary 2. So we went through the whole primary 1 transition last year. And in preschool, they had meals prepared for them, and it was really a huge time saving. In the morning, I don't have to think about what to pack in their lunchbox, vary every day, keep it fresh, for the couple of hours before it's recess time. And I think while a lot of us have this romantic nostalgia about our time, in primary school at recess time, let's not forget that actually recess can be a really stressful time because they only have 30 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, you have to get down from your classroom to the canteen, decide what food to eat, which stall to queue up at the stall, collect your food, look for your friends, find a table, eat your food, clear your food, and all before the bell rings. And a friend of mine was joking, that's how, Singaporeans first learn to be so kiasu, because you have such a short time to do so many things that, of course, you can't be last. So yeah, I think that catering takes away a lot of that stress.
Yeah, you feel like it simplifies things a little bit.
Especially for the younger kids, who are maybe not ready to handle all that choice. And money decisions made under pressure, as impulse spenders know, are not always the best situations. Is that really a situation where we want our kids to learn? So I think there should be some tiering of the system where for younger kids, maybe not having an option is a good option. And with the older kids, they can have some option.
Yeah, I want to bring Dr. Koh into this conversation. We're hearing reports also of the malfunctioning and of the pre-ordering and the payment systems this week. Are parents and students sufficiently prepared, you think, to handle these glitches?
That's life, isn't it? All right. Yes, I think we have to face that as we go digitalized, some of these things are inevitable. But what is important is lessons learned. So in our case here, just a simple experience would then bring about a lot of teachable moments for our kids. For example, you then tell our children, look, we've got to have contingency planning. We must always have a small cash reserve or a backup meal voucher or something. So for the school, we must establish a school protocol for outages, for manual list of whatever you need when the app doesn't work. So these type of error handling, digital hygiene expectations tells us a lot about being prepared.
Now, Debbie, I want to talk a bit about the POSB Smart Buddy program here, right? It allows children to use a watch or a card to make these e-payments. How are kids being prepared for this era of digital payments? Do you think enough is being done?
Yeah, so that's the recess money management was one of the biggest challenges that we struggled with in the preparation for primary 1, and a lot of that preparation starts in preschool. So we read a lot of books, played with toy money, had the the supermarket, pretend play. And it's not just about counting money or spending money. It's the concept of money. Why do we give someone coins to get things in return? But for all the preparation you can do, you just have to go through it, right? So when our daughter started primary 1, and our school was great. They had primary 4 buddies take them through recess for the first 2 weeks. But after the first 2 weeks, our daughter just didn't buy any food for a couple of weeks. And we realized that because it's very stressful, right? Like even though they can count, when there are older kids behind in the queue, like some of the younger kids, they just walk away because they're embarrassed that they don't know. They
feel overwhelmed.
They don't know that they need change. And so then I went to school with her and we ordered lunch together. I think we ordered chicken rice. And for the next few weeks, all she ordered was chicken rice. And primary school parents, if you're dealing with that, don't worry. Apparently, that's very normal. For the whole year, they might be ordering the same thing. And so very reluctantly, we got her the POSB Smart Buddy watch because we didn't want to do digital until she was familiar with the concept of money. But the upside of that is that we could actually see that, she's spending at different stores, she's buying different things. And from that, we can have conversations at dinner time to talk about, what did you buy today? Why did you do that? And all that. And I think the schools have been very good as well at working with parents. So if I was talking to my daughter's form teacher, if they struggle with managing their recess money, the teachers can help step in to help them, take note of what they're spending on, but I do think that financial literacy is a topic that we should teach more of in schools because I didn't learn that in school, and that's why there's so many financial literacy courses for adults these days. And these are life skills.
Yeah, these courses aside, Dr. Koh, I want to know what you think about teaching children about the value of money, especially if a lot of money these days are invisible. It's not like cash in the past where you could count it and you could actually physically hold on to it. How do we teach kids the value of daily items in a way that's easy for them to understand?
Yes, it is very necessary. I always advocate financial literacy as a life skill from cradle to grave. All right. And cash still matters in financial literacy for children because there is this tactile handling of money. So this tangible connection to money is very important. And therefore, we must make sure that we don't give it up or I don't skip this stage because digital payments are convenient, but they are invisible. Cash is physical. So when children hold on to the coins and notes, they feel the exchange, money leaving their hands in return for goods. They get the concept of exchange of value for money. And this tactile experience builds a concrete understanding of value that abstract digital transactions can't replicate. So therefore, we do have got to teach children the basics, and the values is more important than anything else. Like when you hand over the cash, it makes the act of spending visible and memorable. And this immediate cause and effect will enable children to concretize the experience of limited resources and oops, I have just used up that money, and that budget concept will come alive. So also this budgeting concept instills discipline. So you find that there is discipline through deliberation, counting the cash, requires attention, patience, and accuracy. So this whole process boils down to discipline, boils down to choices, boils down to a lot of things that parents later on can use them as teachable moments to be able to get this iterative process going. So yes, budgeting becomes real, budgeting becomes purposeful.
Thank you so much for those tips, Dr. Koh. I've been chatting with both Dr. Lillian Koh, who's founder and chair of Fintech Academy, and also Debbie Yong in studio, who's founder of Atypical Media.